people are scared or they're now getting laid off from government jobs they have for 15 years. I experience that in my job every year. So once in 15 years, you'll be okay.
Most of the 12 swing state African American men who we focus grouped, who voted for President Trump in last year's election, approve of how his administration is advancing its agenda. What they don't approve of is the Democratic Party, which they criticized mercilessly. Here's why they approve of Trump's actions.
A lot of the stuff that he said he was going to do, he's already gotten done.
Running the country like a business.
Trump is a man of change, and when he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it, and we just have to sit back and follow suit and see what's going to happen, and he's trying to change the past, and that's what we needed, not to keep going along with what the Democrats put out here for us. No, not happening.
He did a lot of things, whether it actually happens exactly how he wanted to happen or not, at least he tried and actually did something. So that's more than I can say about the Democrats probably ever.
I appreciate the way he goes against the grain. In other words, not being so political and, just doing it how he wants to do it.
I approve because he's weeding out a lot of things that the other, I would say, Biden and Kamala Harris disrupted in this United States.
I believe that he's getting rid of the clutter and things that have been there for a long period of time, and he's just cleaning house. But there's a way to do it, and so I don't 100% agree totally how he's cleaning house, but there are some areas that need to be improved within the government. And so I think he's really taken a big dumpster and just weeding out every single thing that's out there that's causing clutter.
Being aggressive in a lot of different areas of focus that concerns like the U.S. citizens. And he's aggressively, every few days you're hearing something different, and you're constantly seeing him at work, working, getting stuff done. So that's why I approve.
The passing comments you just heard about the Democrats were nothing as compared to what they said when we asked them to describe the key characteristics and traits of the Democratic Party.
Listen to me, and I know more than you know, and you're going to do what I say or else.
They're weak and hypocritical.
To me, it feels like they more want to scare you into following them than to going with what your, heart really thinks should be done. So I would say manipulation.
Well, I think right now they have lack of leadership.
Untrustworthy. Ungodly.
I would say liars, a lot of people doing insider trading. A lot of people are working for lobbyists and not for the people. I'll say they pretty much failed at everything. I think lost. They're a lost group.
I'd add to that with, with the lying, just a bunch of false promises. I would say attack on our children with these pushed agendas.
They're trying to push a weird agenda on the world, and that's what they did. They with the same sex, the change of sex, and all that's pathetic, man. That's sacrilegious. If you was born a boy, you should be a boy. If you was born a girl, be a girl, and don't let them jump out here and be LeBron against the girls and that.
5 of these 12 men said they had voted for Joe Biden in the 2020 election. So it's not as though all of them have had some sort of an aversion to voting for Democrats. But then I pose this question. If you were to give good faith advice to leaders in the Democratic Party about how to begin winning elections again, what would you advise them to do?
Quit.
funny, but that's good. Quick, get out of the way. Let younger people
Yeah.
actually who feel like they can change something actually change something. There's too many older people that they're just in it for the money. You know, everyone's rich now, so there's no point.
Don't show us something in this head and you're hiding 1,000 other things that you're gonna do behind our back over here. That part, just be upfront, be real with us. That's what they need to do.
So Paul, help me understand. Like, what are they hiding?
Well, it's like this, just like Kamala's when she came to. I'm gonna say it like this. I would have never. I mean, I no disrespect to her, but she came down here and tried to steer the black man's vote by bringing Cardi B and all them shaking their booty on stage like that was gonna get us to go vote for her. And that was so disrespectful to me as a
Disrespectful.
man. Like I'm like, really? You think you brought us to that level that we think and oh we gonna follow her because you showed us some booty on stage? That is oh man, it's a million things I could tell them.
They really disrespected the black women.
Yeah, that too. Ooh.
But it brought us down a level because
Yeah.
it made the world look at us like, oh, the black man gonna vote because they
Yeah.
like that shaking the booty thing. They like that jiggly and no, that ain't.
Yeah. I would say if they're not gonna quit, then they should smarten up and not think so less of the people because we actually smarter than we may appear to be.
They do
You know?
talk down to us. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
And-
they got Obama up here to talk to us men as if
yeah,
he's in
yeah.
control or something. Like he tell us what to do.
That was,
But see,
and they
that's
need to get back to God. They need
There
to
you
have
go.
some relationship with God.
not only that, see, they were the main ones taking us black men out the household.
Yeah.
That part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They took us away and they brought in all these programs that they had to keep us. They was like, you women can get this money and all this, but that man can't be in the household. Now look
Right.
at the children now that don't have fathers in their life. They the ones out here shooting everybody and robbing them for the bag and doing all this heinous stuff because the father figure wasn't there.
The other session offered this advice to Democratic leaders.
I'll say more defined leadership and more direct outlined goals or like things that they want to tackle or pursue.
Stop pointing the finger and say what you and do what you say you're gonna do.
I would say ask the people what's going on, what concerns you, and then follow through on that.
By contrast, here are the traits they say describe the Republican Party.
I think they're more aggressive. I think quicker action, quicker turnover, quicker change, more aggressive.
I think they're on one note, one accord, they're cohesive.
I would say they're futuristic in thinking forward towards what the what's best for the country.
I would say following what the people want in the country.
Making a change, doing something different finally.
You know, like not needing to buy the likes of the people. You know, like many people may not like Trump, but it's not really based on like more so what he's going to stand on, what he's going to do. So I see that being done versus me liking a Kamala because of her skin color or whatever they try to push, but just being true to who they are.
These gentlemen have a split view of DOGE and Elon Musk. 5 of them approve of what he's doing, 3 disapprove, 3 others are taking a wait and see approach, and 1 does not know enough in order to render an opinion. Among those who approve, here's what they said.
We should know where the money is. Audit the government, audit the states, audit the counties, audit the towns, audit all of that.
I appreciate, Elon Musk and Donald Trump running the government like a company.
Every company needs someone to audit them. You shouldn't be an untouchable. You shouldn't be a sacred cow. They're there to maximize productivity and efficiency. I used to manage restaurants. We had health inspectors. We had inspectors. Nobody's off limits. Everybody needs auditors and inspectors to make sure they're getting the most out of that situation. So, of course, it's being reported that they were rough and rude and this and that, but people are going to say that. But you know what? They're working for the government.
The disapprovers and wait and seers said things like this.
I disapprove on how he's handling the layoff of federal workers. There's a right and a wrong way to do it. Again, I said there's a difference between public and private sector as a way of doing things. Hence why the judge slapped him on the wrist and told him to bring those people back. Cut the fat. I agree with just how you doing it is the wrong way. And plus, for Elon, I think that's, to me, it's a conflict of interest. I mean, he has billions of dollars worth of contracts with the federal government already, and he's coming in and cleaning the house that way. I think he should separate himself from that, but that's just my opinion.
I just think the volume of the cuts, are there going to be unintended consequences that we didn't see until later down the road? So I just thought lower volume initially and incrementally increasing over time would have been more of a succinct model, or one that made sense.
I haven't seen enough concrete evidence of anything. It's just everything's just been talk. All right, show us something. Let us see. You know, eventually it's going to have to happen because you spewing out too many numbers. You know, so you're going to have to eventually show something. So it could still be just too early.
I should note that what's lurking in the minds of many of them is the prospect of a DOGE dividend.
I heard that based on the money that was saved, Americans may get a $5,000 check. I don't know if it's this year or next year, but that's something that was mentioned as far as how it would benefit us. I did hear that.
A show of fingers, who else had heard that?
Some kind of stimulus.
Stimulus, there you go.
All of you had heard that. Okay. 8 of the 12 respondents want to eliminate DEI programs. In both sessions, without any prompting from me, respondents used the same metaphor to explain their opposition to DEI.
If I'm in the hospital, I don't want a doctor operating on me because somebody felt sorry for him and let him in. I want you to be operating on me because you got the skills and the experience.
If I'm in the hospital, I'm having surgery. I don't care if the doctor's black, white, Indian. I want the best doctor.
Thanks for joining us. Please forward this link to a friend.